Hello everybody and welcome to this IC Markets market commentary. My name is Chloe Edwards from Trade with Precision, and today I'm going to be doing a market analysis of the crude oils and looking for potential opportunities there, as well as a couple of currency pairs as well, dollar yen and EURGBP I'm going to take a look at. So starting off then with the currencies, dollar yen. This is the monthly time frame here of dollar yen, just to show you where price is in relation to where price has been in the past. The last time price was this high on dollar yen was all the way back in 1997. So price has now breached that horizontal level of potential resistance at 145. And if we just take a closer look then at the weekly time frame, we can see an uptrend in place on the weekly time frame, with higher highs and higher lows, price just pulling back down to that 145 level that has been breached. And potentially what I'm looking at is a continuation of the uptrend. Now on the daily time frame, it does look like price is stalling currently. So this is the 145 level there. It was a level of resistance. Price broke through that level. It has now come back to test that level not once but twice. But if price were to continue in an uptrend, then this 145 level would be a reasonable place to potentially anticipate a return to that uptrend. So far, a buyer bar has printed around this area. I would anticipate that if price takes out the high of this buyer bar, I will then start to think about looking for long opportunities from that point onwards on dollar yen. The other currency pair I want to take a look at is EURGBP. Now, EURGBP on the daily time frame here, I can see that a higher low is in place as well as a higher high now. So starting to see a return to an uptrend, which had been interrupted by these lower highs and lower lows basically since September. So now that uptrend is in place, what I would be looking for is I would be looking for a pullback on the daily time frame back into this buy zone in between the 10 and 20 moving averages, and that would then get me started looking for another bullish candle, but a smaller candle than what we see here. The candle that has just recently printed here is a large candle, and I prefer to take my trades from smaller candles because it gives me a better reward to risk in terms of where I'm headed for in this particular instance, which would be up towards this 0.91 area. If we just go up to the, I'll go up to the monthly time frame here, just so that you can see where this horizontal level of resistance has come from. Basically from all the way back in 2010, 2011, we've seen a lot of resistance over the last kind of five or so years as well at this 0.91 level. And so if price does continue with the uptrend that we see here on the daily time frame, that would be ideally where I would be headed towards in terms of a target. Not saying that price is definitely 100% going to reach towards that, but I would at least like to consider leaving partial trades open up till that point and perhaps scaling out on the way. I would also consider, as well as looking at this on the daily time frame, I would also look at intraday trading on this particular currency pair. So I can see here that on the 4-hourly time frame, for example, price is just beginning to pull back, and I would be looking for price to pull back down again into this area in and around the 10 and 20 moving averages, and that's where I would start to look for another move up to the upside. And if we go down the time frames, you can also see here on the hourly time frame that pullback potentially we could look at an area around here where this previous high formed and a slight level of resistance formed. It could now form a level of support if price manages to pull back down that far, or at least towards that area. And then I would look for a further move to the upside on EURGBP. So that one looking on the swing trading and on an intraday basis. Just to finish off, I want to have a look at the crude oils. WTI here. Price is currently fairly bearish. We've just seen 2 days of selling on the crude oils. Now on WTI, that has brought us down towards this area around 85.10, which could potentially act as an area of support, especially due to the strong resistance that it showed here in the past, back in around this time last year. On the other hand, the Brent crude oil showing slightly different potential for trading because of the fact that there actually isn't a strong level of support around where price currently is. So we have bearish price action coming down here, and the next level of support is down here around 86.50. That's where this previous high from October last year is, and has been a slight level of support since then after price breached above that high. So looking for short opportunities here, I would be looking for a target around this 86.50 level, which means daily time frame swing trading probably not likely, but in the shorter term, it could be that on one of these lower time frames, perhaps the 4-hourly, if a trend begins. At the moment, I'm looking at a lower low here, and I'm yet to see a lower high, but if a lower high forms, then I would be interested then in looking for short opportunities. And also, in addition to that, again, on the hourly time frame, I would be looking down. And if price manages to get below this previous low over here, then I would be continuing to look for short opportunities all the way down to that 86.50 level. So that's it from me for this market analysis video. Have a fantastic day ahead.